So you'll be very, 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 very glad to know that surface area is actually the hardest thing you have to do in this chapter. Volume is much simpler. So this section, we're going to look at the volume of prisms. We're going to leave the cylinders to themselves. We'll deal with them in section 3. So to get the volume of the prisms, for a rectangular prism, volume says length times width times height. And my cheat sheet literally just says multiply the 3 dimensions. Then I have 2 different formulas here for you for a triangular prism. Volume equals 1/2 length times width times height. And volume equals 1/2 base times height times height. Yes, the lowercase h and capital H mean different things. Lowercase h is the height of the triangular base. Capital H is the height of the prism, possibly depth, depending on how they present it to you. Capital H is the distance between the 2 triangles. This year, and this is only true this year, next year you will have to know the difference. But this year I can really simplify this for you. If you have a prism, which means there's no round parts, multiply the 3 numbers together. If it's a triangular prism, which means you see a triangle, then divide that number by 2. That's it. It is that simple. So this video will be pretty short. First example, we have ourselves a rectangular prism. There'll be 3 numbers on it. So to get the volume, all I'm going to do is take those 3 numbers and multiply them. 4 times 16 times 6. That is it. Just like area is length times width, volume just picks up height. So when I multiply those together, I get 384. And remember, I do want you putting units of measurement on your answer. Here we have inches, and volume will be in whatever the unit is, here inches, cubed. Okay. Area and surface area are in the units squared. Volume will be in the units cubed. Now, the other 2 examples are triangular prisms. Okay, and just to help you see it a little bit, here's our triangle. So the numbers for the triangle are 8 and 8. And here is the height of the prism, the depth, the distance between those 2 triangles, 5 centimeters. So volume literally just says take the area of the base and multiply it by the height. Because this base is a triangle, that's where this 1/2 or dividing by 2 comes in. In the simplest version of what I'm going to tell you to do, I say take all 3 numbers, multiply them together. So that's 8 times 8 times 5. That's 320. Then because this is a triangle, triangular prism, we're going to cut that in half. Half of 320 is 160. Unit of measurement is centimeters, and we put the cube, the exponent of 3, on the centimeters. Trying to make this as simple as I can. I know surface area was probably less than fun, a little painful. I get it. This lesson is really meant to be a breath of fresh air and a bit of respite, a bit of a relaxation compared to what you just did. It's a lot of multiplication, and when you got a triangular prism, we add a divide by 2. So let's make this last problem stupid simple. Multiply all 3 numbers. So 5 times 6 times 12. That is 360. We will cut that in half, divide by 2 because it's a triangular prism. So it's 180 centimeters cubed.